Alright, motherfuckers, so it is that time again to get some much needed heat here in the YWC. I've been feeling a little chilly, so maybe it's because I'm wearing a tank top, but anyway, it is time to get that heat, time to fucking turn up the temperature here in the YWC. It's time! Let's talk a little bit about Asuka, motherfuckers. Yeah! Let's talk a little bit about Asuka there. Yeah, you like Asuka, don't you? You like her, don't you? You find her, she's sexy. She's hot. You get turned on by her great Japanese strong style wrestling. You probably wish she'd strong style your fucking cock, right? Monster handle, right? Corey Graves, right? Yeah. Monster handle that cock, right? That's what you want, yeah. Yeah, well, I don't like Asuka. Gonna just come right out there and say it right now. I don't like her. And I've said that time and time again. And she's one of the fucking reasons why I stopped watching NXT. I was sick of her strong style. And it was because of two people in particular. And that was the fucking Kenzo Suzuki wannabe shitcake Nakamurphy and fucking Asuka. Or asshat. That's what the name kind of sounds like. But anyway, Asuka is the female Nakamurphy. And what I always hate about her name is why is it spelled like Asuka, right? But you say it Asuka, 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 Asaka, Abuka, and the Taka, a Hepa, and the Dupa, and the Fupa, and the fuck that shit! Fucking sick and tired of hearing about Asuka. Hey, did you hear that Asuka's gonna be at TLC? Hey, did you know that Asuka's gonna win the women's division? I'm seeing all these fucking nerdy ass posts. Oh, they're gonna kick people's asses, and we've been seeing this for so long. Just like Nakamurphy's gonna come and kick people's asses and shit. Guys, it's fucking fake. She's not kicking anybody's ass. For fuck's sakes. In real life, she wouldn't be able to kick anybody's ass. And what's gonna be the retort from the YWC to this video? She could probably kick your ass, Brad. Good one. I mean, like, is that what the thing's gonna come? What's gonna be the comments here in this video? You're a fucking idiot! Nah. You don't know what you're talking about! Yeah. Get that toy belt off your shoulder! I mean, like, what? Come on, folks! Come on! What have you got? I should talk like Neville, right? Right? What have you got, folks? What are you gonna do? I'm the king of the YWC. I mean, like, seriously, what are you guys gonna do? What are you gonna say to me? Come on. I mean, get some original material, folks, for fuck's sakes. I mean, I already know what you're gonna say before you even say it. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter, right? I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna make fun of the room that I'm in? The thing is, this is a fucking office right here. You're gonna make fun of the room I'm in? Is that what you're gonna do? You do your videos in the office. The scenery hasn't changed, and you're like, come on, guys. Instead of focusing on the topic at hand of why you're a bunch of fucking nerds worshiping this fucking random Japanese wrestler, we're going to talk about the room I'm in, the belt I'm wearing, which, by the way, is 24 karat gold. Let's get that fucking straight. I mean, we're going to make fun of things. We're going to make fun of my appearance and shit like that. I mean, instead of actually talking about the topic. I mean, the thing is, guys, the ratings are bad. Do you really think that Asuka is going to make them better? First of all, let's be honest here. No one but the cuckiest of the cucks really enjoys women's wrestling. First of all, women's wrestling is always sloppier. It is always less entertaining than the male variant of things. That's just how it is. They're not as good. The women are not as strong. They can't do the moves as well. This video has become sexist. I can't watch this. I mean, seriously, folks, let's get fucking real. The thing is also why the ratings has fallen and people are not watching the women's segments is because people want to see tits and ass. They liked when Deborah used to get up on the ring apron and show off her titties. And they used to like when Sable came out there with fucking hands painted over her breasts. And I hear people knocking that nowadays. That was one of the fucking hottest things ever done in fucking wrestling. And people are fucking knocking it. Pretending like they didn't fucking masturbate to that the moment they fucking saw it. What a bunch of fucking liars here in the YWC. There's probably people still dreaming of that shit. I mean, you know, remember when the cat at the Royal Rumble, when she had the bubble wrap on, and you know, and it was crazy, and WWE was fucking sexualized to fuck. That's when people like the women, because it made them want to watch it, because you're not getting that from the men. You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody wants to see these women wrestle in, you know, this whole fucking, you know, non-revealing wrestling gear and shit like that. I mean, my God. I mean, what we want to see is fucking Dana Brooke in a bikini, for fuck's sakes. I want to see those monstrous titties with a fucking, like, little tiny bikini on. I mean, that's what I want. I mean, my God. It's like, that's what I fucking miss in professional wrestling. Looking at Jillian Hall's Titanic titties. I mean, that's what I fucking miss. And that's what legions of red-blooded alpha males miss from fucking wrestling. Is the fucking women actually being fucking sexy. These women are not sexy. They come off as nerdy and stupid. The only one who, you know, kind of does these sexual looks and, like, you know, tries a little bit is Alexa Bliss, who I have praised. But that's about it. And I wouldn't even fucking mind, you know, seeing something a little bit more revealing from Nia Jax. I mean, that girl, you know, she's fucking big, but she's pretty. I will say she is a hot fucking babe. I will say that. That's right, you know, YWC champ don't mind BBWs. I'm just going to say it right here. The big girls need some love too, right? Am I right, folks? Am I right? You know what I mean? Come on. But anyway, we're getting a little bit off topic here. You know, we're talking about titties and asses and, you know, who would look good, you know, and shit like that, wearing what. But the thing is, we're talking about Asuka. And the reason why I'm bringing all this stuff is because when I talk about the bra and panties matches and the bikini competitions, looking at Asuka kick people as hard as she can and no selling. Speaking of Nia Jax, let's go back to the moment where I really had enough with NXT. And I believe it was on the very same show, right? Wasn't the Sami Zayn Nakamurphy match the same fucking show as Asuka versus Nia Jax? Remember when I said when she hit the big fucking knee drop and then Asuka, like, I think made her tap out or some shit, or she pinned her when her fucking face should have been like a fucking pancake? I remember the death of Superman. Remember when Doomsday punched Supergirl and her face like fucking exploded? Yeah, that's exactly what should have fucking happened right there. But didn't. And here's the thing. This is another problem, like I said. You know how Nakamurphy says the WW Championship? Asuka barely knows how to speak English. This is why I said she's like the female Nakamurphy, guys. I am going to force the championship to seek no challenges. You know, and she puts on a mask, and oh my God, it's like what Dolph Ziggler said, ooh, a great entrance, but I mean, when she gets in the ring, it's just a bunch of stiff kicks. It's the same story as Nakamurphy. Why are they not an on-screen couple? How about that? What about they turn Asuka into, like, Nakamurphy's manager or something, or his valet? I mean, at least that would be somewhat interesting. Am I right, guys? At least it'd be something. Something interesting. Something different. My fucking God. I mean, she could be the Hiroku to his Kenzo Suzuki, right? Who he tries to be like so much. Remember that Hiroko, his real-life wife? I mean, anyway, guys, I mean, like, I don't see what the appeal is. She's not going to save anything. It was the same thing when the Bullet Club came to WWE. They're going to save the WWE. They didn't get saved. This is bringing her up to the main roster. Look what happens when they bring people up to the main roster. Where's Bobby Roode? He hasn't even been on SmackDown in 2 weeks. He faces 2 jobbers, and then the next week he's not there. The following week, after he beat the 2 jobbers, he had a video package. Then the week after that, no video package, no mention of him or anything like that. It's almost like he didn't even debut in the first place. So, I mean, guys, what is the point even of bringing her here? They'll give her a championship. That will make you happy for 2 nights, and then you'll probably stop cheering for her. No, Brad, it's not like that. She's different. How is she any different than Charlotte or Sasha Banks or any of these other girls that you cheered, and now you can give 2 fucks less about them? I mean, holy fucking shit. You people I said it before. Your OC, your ADD, ADHD people. Oh, I like this person one minute. Oh, I don't, it's like the same thing with Enzo. What I talked about with Enzo in my Raw review. You people go from hot to cold, from A to B, from C to D. I mean, where does it fucking end with you guys? You just go from one flavor of the month to the next. This is exactly why Roman Reigns and John Cena deserve their spots. Because they're not flavors of the month. They deliver every single night they go out there. They don't need these little cheap fucking gimmicks. Oh, I got a mask on. I'm interesting, right? They don't need that fucking shit because they have charisma. Because they have talent. And I'm not saying that Asuka, what she does in the ring is not... I'm not saying she's talentless, but she needs to sell, guys. She needs to put more effort into her matches than doing moves. Because she's exactly like Nakamurphy or Fuckboy Balor, going from move to move to move. That's fucking boring to me. That doesn't show me anything, that you could go from move to move to move to move to move. When you could sell and you could tell a story and you've got body language and you could do things that nobody else can do, and you do it with pizzazz and the way how you do certain things. I mean, it was like Jake the Snake Roberts. This guy didn't do a fucking shooting star press off a fucking balcony and shit. No, but he knew how to sell. He knew how to tell a story. Him throwing a fucking punch made people pop because he knew how to throw that punch well. So the thing is, you're better off at knowing how to do a few things and knowing how to do them very well than knowing how to do a bunch of fucking shit and doing it all fucking shittily. That's exactly the whole point of why in the 80s you didn't have this tremendous athleticism. But guys that had these big frames that weren't even capable of those moves were able to get over with crowds because they did what they did very well, and people couldn't do that shit as well as them. And people have tried for years, for decades, for several decades, and not even been able to do it half or a quarter of the way as good as those legends. And that is exactly the reason why I don't like Asuka. She could do some shit like kicks and everything. Anybody could just kick people as hard as they can. But if you could sell and tell a story, well, not everybody could do that. So, guys, as you can clearly tell, I'm not that excited about Asuka's debut. And after she debuts, you got to remember, we're still dealing... Why do you people pretend like the writing is good? Like they're actually going to make Asuka into this great star? No, they're probably going to fuck her up like everybody else. Like I said, it was like when Dean Ambrose won the championship. This is going to be one of the greatest reigns of all time, guys. And it was forgotten, and it was back to the Intercontinental title within months. So there you go, folks. That's the truth about Asuka's debut. Not excited for it. Don't get your hopes up. She ain't that great. There you go, folks. Come at me, bro. This has been your YWC champ, signing out.